If you or someone you know is a victim of human trafficking, call the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 1-888-373-7888.
Hello and welcome to episode 18 of the Kansas Missing and Unsolved podcast. I'm your host, Ricky Chabruggi, and joining me tonight is Sarah from the Easy Out podcast. How are you doing tonight, Sarah?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Another rainy day here in Kansas.
See, we've missed the rain the last few days. So
Oh,
down
man,
here in the southwest corner, it's been a little drier.
It's been raining all day here. Literally all day.
Part of me wishes we could get some of that. The other part of me is happy that we haven't, because I already need to mow my yard. So
yeah, I hear you there. I just finally mowed ours out here at the apartment up here where I'm at, and it was, I kid you not, over a foot high.
Mine is probably getting pretty close.
My poor Chihuahua, I take her outside and so she could do her business. She'd get in the grass, and the only thing that led me to her was the leash. I couldn't see her in the grass.
Mine has that. I have a Chihuahua as well. She has that problem too.
So you do the Easy Out podcast. You want to give us some background on what you guys do with that?
Easy Out is a baseball podcast. We focus on the entire MLB. Once we are back to a little bit more normal things in baseball, we'll talk about minor league baseball and collegiate level as well. So we're just gonna cover the whole spectrum.
Awesome. How long have you been doing that?
We're doing episode 5 tonight. So,
oh wow, cool.
Yes.
And I thought I saw the other day you're gonna have a baseball player on. Was he a major leaguer or?
No, we've got we have a few people that we've been talking to guest wise. We don't have anybody completely booked yet.
Oh, okay.
But we've got some people that are coming down the pipe. We do have some major league players that we're talking to. Hopefully they get some time for us. It's with this season, it's pretty crazy right now. So we've got some former players that we're working on first, and then we'll try to hit the guys that are still playing a little bit later, maybe after the season. So
yeah, it's been interesting seeing the players out there on the field with masks on.
Yeah, they've all got. I have a game on in the corner right now because I try to keep up with everything that's happening. So I've got the game on. You've got guys in the dugout with masks, and guys on the field have their face covers, and so it's really different. And I mean, you've got cardboard cutouts in the stands, so it's a different season.
That's weird.
It's really weird looking when you see the cardboard cutouts, but I know Fox is doing like digitally imposed fans, like from the MLB game, the show, and that's really weird looking. It's really different this year. But
trying to give the feel of having a crowd there, I guess.
Yeah, whenever you see it on TV, it looks like the stadium is full. So it's weird, but it is what it is. At least we've got baseball. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I hear you. All right. Are we ready to get into some cases tonight?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
The National Runaway Safe Line is here to listen and here to help. Speak to someone specifically trained in crisis prevention who won't tell you what to do. Join a forum where you can post your questions, thoughts, or concerns about what it is like to be a teenager or a parent. If there is something you have been wondering about, please ask, because chances are there are a lot of other people wondering the same thing. Remember, you are not alone. Go online to 1-800-runaway.org or call 1-800-789-2626.
Okay, our first case tonight is going to be Faith Hoppins, who is missing from Topeka, Kansas. She went missing on July 15th, 2020. She's 15 years old. She is 5 foot 5 inches tall. She weighs 130 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Faith's disappearance or you know of her whereabouts, please call the Topeka, Kansas Police Department at 785-368-9247 or 785-368-9551 or 785-368-9200 or the Kansas Bureau of Investigation at 785-296-4017.
Okay, and our next case is Cameron Carlson Branch, Cameron is a missing and endangered runaway who went missing from Wichita, Kansas on July 28th, 2020. Cameron is 15 years old. He's 5'8" and weighs 175 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. Cameron was last known to be wearing a white t-shirt and orange shorts. If you have any information regarding Cameron's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Sedgwick County, Kansas Sheriff's Office at 316-660-3900 or 316-660-9456 or 316-660-9478 or the KBI at 785-296-4017.
Okay, and moving on to our next case is Brooklyn. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right. I'm not sure if it's Schlicker or Schleicher. Missing from Wichita, Kansas. She's been missing since July 23rd, 2020. She's 17 years old. She is 5'2" tall and weighs 125 pounds. She has black hair and brown eyes. She does not have any ID or her cell phone with her. She has a tattoo of the word faith on the inside of her left forearm. She also has a tattoo of a cross behind her left ear and a tattoo of a red heart on the left side of her chest. If you have any information regarding Brooklyn's disappearance or you know of her whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-660-9456 or 316-660-9478 or 316-268-4111 or the Kansas Bureau of Investigation at 785-296-4017.
Okay, and the next case is Tammy Shannon Stevens. Tammy is missing from Wichita, Kansas as of June 19th, 2020. At the time of Tammy's disappearance, she was 40 years old. She would now be 41. She is 5'2" tall and weighs 150 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Tammy's disappearance or you know of her whereabouts, please call the Wichita, Kansas Police Department at 316-268-4111 or the Kansas Bureau of Investigation at 785-296-4017. Tammy's Police Department case number is 20C036859.
Okay, and moving on to our next case is a unsolved homicide case. It's Michelle E. Carnell Burton. Initially, when her body was found, it was listed as a Jane Doe, and it took about 33 years to actually finally identify the remains as being Michelle Carnell Burton. On September 21st, 1987, a county road crew discovered the human remains, later identified as Michelle Carnell Burton's off 290th Street, a rural road near Lincolnville, Kansas. The investigation revealed that Michelle had been murdered. At the time she was killed, Michelle lived in Wichita. In 1986, she had left her home in Cherryvale and lost touch with her family. At the time of her murder, Michelle was 22 years old. She was 5'7". She weighed approximately 140 pounds. She had brown hair and hazel eyes, and she had a small cross tattooed on her lower left forearm. If you have any information regarding Michelle's whereabouts in June or July of 1987, or you have any information regarding her death, please call the Kansas Bureau of Investigation at 800-572-7463 or submit a tip to www.kbi.ks.gov/SAR.
Okay, and our last case is Dietrich Foster. He is missing from Independence, Kansas as of April 12th, 2020. Dietrich is 37 years old. He's 5'9" tall and weighs 190 pounds. He has black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Dietrich's disappearance or you know of his whereabouts, please call the Independence, Kansas Police Department at 620-332-1700 or the Kansas Bureau of Investigation at 785-296-4017. Dietrich's case number is 20-816.
I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And if there's any other cases you'd like to see us cover, please message me here at Kansas Missing and Unsolved, and I will get them on. And as well, please check out backhomemedia.com for information on this show and one of our many other shows. I'd like to thank Sarah from Easy Out Podcast for joining us tonight. And Sarah, when again is your next show?
It'll be Thursday the 6th. We go on at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central.
All right. Well, we will see you all next week with guest host Sprout from the Sprout and Dusty Show. Everybody have a good night. Take care, and God bless.
Good night.
Well, I don't think it, I thought it, that's different. I said what I said and I meant it, or lamented. Words given weight without thought, and I'm cursing the way that I talk and the way that I ought to be able to pause and to say that the fault can be placed on my arm, to this playful assault, to disgrace in this arm. Pray for the day they could wait for the calm. You can't control the storm, only weather it, whether it's 5 weeks and 5 days of rain sideways, or scorched earth, search for death or water, left with all the thorns, with the petals gone, settle on the breath of autumn. If the ground fits, wear it, the crown fits. If the crown fits,